Oh, cool. So let me adjust this.
What?
Happy One Wheel Wednesday, everybody. It is the race week. This is what all years led up to. This moment, pro one-wheelers all coming together on a mountain hillside to see who is the best woman and the best male one-wheeler of 2023. It's a great day to be a part of the community. My name is Scott Mendenhall. I am joined with some of my friends. We call this the Scott Mendenhall and Friends podcast. I've got my beloved wife, who is also my best friend, over here looking good in her race jersey today. Holly, how are you doing?
Hey everybody, I'm doing great.
Oh man, you have your mojo going today as well.
I've got some coffee, hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
Great day for
It
some
was
hot coffee.
100 degrees here in Minnesota yesterday, and today we're not even topping out 65
I don't even
degrees.
know what it is. Yeah.
It's cold. It's cold, thinking about making a fire. It's kind of one of those days,
fantastic.
but nonetheless, we got to get to our guest today in a second, but we have the one and only Lily with straight hair today.
Yes, and Holly has kept her word with the jersey.
Yeah, she isn't
Love
taking
that.
it off.
Does
It's
it
starting
smell
to stink.
yet?
Yes.
She's not a smelly person.
I've been working out. Well, you'd be surprised.
Trust me, I surprised myself, so I don't think I'd be
both of you
surprised.
surprise me sometimes when I walk by you. I'm like, yikes!
I think Scott's more
Shower?
surprised that we don't smell ourselves.
Yeah, it's like
In public.
both these ladies. I will say, man, you showered it. No, and I'm like,
I don't need to.
I'm like, but there is and they're like, no. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm not making fun of you. I'm loving on you right now to tell you, hey, you might want to.
You don't want to keep talking about this because it'll be a long time before we introduce our guests.
I did.
So I have a lot to say.
on being stinky.
shower?
Yeah, I literally just camped this weekend. I have so many stories I could share.
Yeah, camping's a whole
We're
nother
not doing
world, a
that.
whole nother level. But like we said before, Race for the Rails is going on this weekend. You need to go to onewheel.com. You'll get all the information on there. You can go to One Wheel Racing League as well. That's a better spot to find all the details on the races this week. Women race on Friday at 6 o'clock. I don't know if that's Central Time, I believe. And then 6 o'clock on Saturday is men. That's Central Time. You got to go check your location. If you're watching it in the world, you got to go check your time. The race is going down. The course is epic. We're going to give you we're going to get our guests in here. They'll talk about the course, and they'll talk about all the cool things that are happening. It's one of the coolest couples in our community. I've had the honor to race. No, lies. I've had a chance to ride behind them and try to keep up. The only way I got to keep up is when one of their one wheels broke and they had to ride tandem, and I still struggle to keep up with them. They're one of the fastest couples out there. They have never been known to frown. They smile
All
only.
the time.
Their middle names are fun, and they are awesome. This is Allie and Kyle, everybody. How we doing, the two of you? Woo! I think we're bringing you in. There we go. Look at that. You guys are looking so good.
That's beautiful out there.
Got the view.
The view almost looks like it's fake.
It is,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
This
Let me change the backdrop real quick.
I mean, it looks.
It looks like a Microsoft background, like one of those that you can install or like already pre-installed.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
now what? So the viewers, tell them what is behind you, so they know where you're at, because that's not home for them. Where are you guys actually at right now?
So this is called Sky Tavern. This is a little mountain out here. A lot of people, I don't know, I guess there's snow here usually. We got a ski lift out here. This is here in Reno, Nevada, right?
Yeah.
Reno, Nevada is where we are.
And that is where Race for the Rails 2023 is being held. How stoked are you guys? You're days away from perhaps being crowned Mr. and Mrs. Race for the Rail champion. Does that not sound awesome?
That would be awesome,
So
especially if we got it at the same time. That would be, yeah. And
Oh.
it'd be his second year in a row winning.
That'd be so sweet.
Kyle, has anyone won back-to-back?
No one has won twice, I think. So back to back, definitely. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Two-timer, twice and back to back. That would be sick.
I love.
We're talking about how this year either way history is going to be made. Either someone's going to win it back to back, or a newbie's going to win it. And either way, it's history being made. So it's
This-
That's
cool.
awesome.
And I like that. I love in sports where history can be made. So I root on anyone that can do it back to back. It's like, oh yeah, because all of a sudden when you get back to back, Kyle, that kind of puts you up on a level where people going, oh my gosh, is he beatable?
Can't touch him.
Yep. I like
So
it.
Okay.
I like it.
Last year you got a sword for the trophy. A great sword. Have you seen the trophy this year?
I think they built a whole entire like tank,
Like, are you
What?
messing with us, or is that for real?
like a military tank with like treads on it, a whole cabin, and then the whole can. All of it's made out of GT rails. The whole thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And is it life size?
No, I'm just kidding. We haven't.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out of the loop, clearly.
Yeah, I really have no idea.
He should be the one in charge of making the trophies, though. Obviously,
right?
The creative mind behind this one.
Kyle, did you hear Holly over here? She bit it. She thought
I
it was
was
for real.
like-
She's like, that's awesome. How did they do that?
That's so
It sounds
sick.
awesome.
Did they
I was
use the
gonna
new
take it
treaded
home.
tire for the?
In my head, I was like,
man.
that's a lot of GT rails.
Guys.
I was like, where are you gonna set that?
Okay.
Where are you gonna
okay.
put it?
So, no, you have not seen anything that says what you're going to get.
Definitely not.
So last year, when did you know you were going to get the sword? That's what was for the winner. Was it not until the champion was crowned?
I feel like they showed us beforehand.
Yeah, I think we saw it maybe race day. We saw what the trophy was.
I can't really remember when they showed us last year, but we're kind of wondering why they haven't showed us either, because we don't all be like stoked up to, that's the prize this year.
Well, maybe they haven't got it done yet. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
that sounds more accurate.
I mean,
It sounds.
they've been so. Hey, let's be honest. Let's give a little prop though to One Wheel. Woo! We fell.
Oh my gosh, I felt in the moment like something was falling from my desk. That was a weird sensation. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so let's give a little prop to One Wheel though. They have been dropping all kinds of stuff in the last week. New tires, this jersey, the jerseys you guys have got. They've got custom shaping now into the. At least your One Wheels you're riding. So they've been busy, so they are doing a great job. Let's talk about custom shaping really quick. What are the things you liking about it? Is it everything you'd hoped? Let's hear your first-hand thoughts on it.
Me personally, what I like about it is right now you can, whatever riding style you ride in, Highline, Flow, what are the other ones? Apex. You can take those already riding styles and modify them to your specific liking from there, and which I think is really cool. What downside of that is it's a little hard for me to understand what each thing means, so definitely I think people kind of be a little confused on that. It's a lot of trial and error, testing things out. So yeah, but I think it's really cool, the customizability of it, and you can pretty much just change it how you like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sweet. Yeah, pretty much what she's saying. You ride what you know, and like that's my biggest thing. Ride what you know. So there's like small tweaks that can be made to that, same setting that can just help you out. Especially on this track, there's some features that will definitely help with the new custom shaping and what it can do. It is kind of, we got it like a couple days before the race. I wish we got to play with it, like maybe a month or, as long as we could beforehand. But, we get the cards that were dealt, and I think they're pretty good hands so far, so pretty cool.
Is that a mustache I see, Kyle, on your lip there?
Very small, very small. Just haven't shaved it up.
Are we growing a mustache, or is it because it looks a little bit more intentional than I haven't just shaved?
It's the shadow.
Yeah, it's the shadow probably. That's probably what it is.
Okay, so it is not. You're not really growing a mustache because it's looking sweet.
Why
Nothing.
won't you?
I'm shaving right before this race, going nice and smooth.
Better
Aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it'd be sweet. You show. I mean, come on. That would have been your style. Show up with a mustache and win with a stash. That'd be sweet. Okay. Yeah. It was the stash one, man. It would have its own. Somebody would create your own
Yeah, for
Instagram
sure.
account on your mustache.
Yeah. I should just grow my beard out and shave it a different style every race for the rail.
That'd be
I like it.
awesome.
They're like, that guy's not the same guy. Right?
Yeah, people see the winner last year because he had all his like facial hair, and they see him now and they're like, "Oh, that was you."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a totally different look from last year for sure. Going back to the custom shapings, I do think you guys getting it race week is a little bit like, boy, are you willing to risk everything you've been practicing with to switch it all at the last second. Are you going to go with the custom shaping, or are you going to go back to the way you know, or is that you don't know yet your decision?
I went into this thinking I was not going to use the custom shaping for that reason, but I actually have modified highline. I like highline, so I just changed. I would change all the settings very exaggerated one way and then exaggerated the other way to see how it feels and try to find what I like to do from there. And then I hit the course with it and I'm like, okay, that felt too loose, or I wasn't turning enough. And then I just am learning what to change a little bit on there. And sensor activation, they have that on there to keep your sensor on longer if you're to go off of. So very important feature for me.
That's awesome.
Well, but that's good to hear. Like, as you say, the app is calling it instant activation. So I know one will hate me comparing it to. Go ahead.
It's called activation, I think.
So it's not going to detect your foot right away. So a lot of our lighter weight people are still having a problem, and not even other people are having a problem activating the board a little bit.
It's once you activate it that it stays on.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a sure start.
Not a sure start.
It's for sure not a sure start.
Oh, okay. Because that's what you immediately go to, right? At least in my mind, I'm comparing it straight to that. But it's once activated, then it's
on.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to compare it to that, it just doesn't have like the in the beginning, but like it doesn't have the pause at all, but it has the activation delay. So it's kind of like that in the sense of the sure start. It just needs a pause, and then solid. Then it would be butter, bees knees.
Yeah. Well, maybe while you guys are all out there, you'll kind of persuade a little bit that way for all of us that are like, yes, please. But yeah, you're persuading. Yes. Let's talk about another thing that's been thrown your way: the potential of riding a new tire. Right? Like, Kyle, I saw you post a new tire, what was it, last week from Flight Fins.
Yeah, that tire is so sick. It eats up the trail. I love it. It was hard to pick between like what tires to pick, but I think the GT Performance is pretty good. It's definitely a different tire, and it has good capabilities with like sidewalls and how round they are, but it's just different. So getting used to it is another thing. Like, I wish I had it, way before the race, but get the card to dealt, baby.
Yeah, and again, everyone's getting the same cards, so it is fair. Now, you can't, for the listeners, and again, I know a lot of people are going to tune into this later because we're a bit early for our normal podcast on Wednesday, so people will watch this afterwards. We're talking to Allie and Kyle. I almost said Hanson like you were married, but that would be too fast. But we should talk about that at some point. I could marry you guys. We could get it done really quick.
Let's go.
It would be great. I'll fly out to you.
I would recommend him as an officiant.
Yeah, I just married her and her husband. Okay.
Cool. I didn't know you could do that. Now we know.
Well, Allie.
Yeah.
Shut up. Can you?
She look at her face. Did you see her face? She's like, what? What a view.
That would be amazing.
I'll fly out and do it. Yeah, that's perks of my job. Yeah.
And not even cross it. And then he's going to get on one knee and be like, Allie, I love you more than this race.
Oh. See, these scenarios we build up in our heads is not good.
Sorry, Kyle. That we have
the
set
bar
you
is
up.
high.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'd be so upset. I'm like, we could have 10 grand more.
Yeah, right? Come on. Yeah. Think about that. If a couple wins, you're walking away with 20 G's, just saying. That'd be sweet. Okay, so you're all racers have the and correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I'm learning this through other people. You have the option to ride all one wheel, which is the tires, the foot pads, and all those things. And it's an incentive that you get $1,500 if you do that. Is that true?
You get a credit for them, so you can use it towards another one wheel. You can use it towards accessories or
whatever you can get on the one wheel.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Or you can race your setup and not get that.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, you still can't change certain things, but and we're not allowed to have anything on the front sensor pad. So stock front sensor, we can change the back bumper and the tire.
Pretty much the the back foot pad and the tire are the main.
Did I say bumper?
Yeah, you said bumper.
Foot
Yeah.
pad.
Foot pad and changes that we can make.
And you have to use the one wheel that they give you, right? You can change the tire. Do you do that yourself?
Yes. So every
Interesting.
racer is buying the board that has this special custom on, and we can mod it how we want to. So we have to get the tire or change the pad, whatever preference that we want it at. We're in charge of it.
Got it. Interesting.
And so here's a question I've seen a lot of people putting in the comment sections as One Wheel's posted about the custom shaping.
Uh-oh.
Did you lose us? We hear you.
Yes, we got you back.
What is the question?
Okay, the question is, a lot of people are asking on One Wheel feeds as they've put out stuff about custom shaping. Are you guys getting to go home with the custom shaping on your board, or do you have to wait for everybody else to get it to your board?
You gotta wait.
Oh, I was hoping you got to take it home.
I know that would be sick, but not allowed. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, let's get to the course. We're going to play. I ripped this off of Jeff's Instagram feed, so maybe you've seen it not, but we're going to play his feed, and you guys then give us your thoughts on the course, because from the pictures I've seen in videos, it's looking pretty epic. Here's the video feed of Jeff, and then let's talk about what you're liking. There's a huge berm there. Looks like there's and then this, I don't even know what that's being called.
Yeah, so that is the new feature they added. The one he's hitting is the smoothest one, the one on the far right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were definitely doable. The middle one has a steep downhill. It kind of shoots you down. And then that far left one is like a up, down, up, down.
And then where you had last year, the truck is another berm into...
Yeah, that one is where the Ranger Danger was. It's
Yep.
not it's not as steep as the Ranger Danger. It's a more smooth downhill. You can kind of go way faster right there.
It looks smoother. Now, that first one looks like it has a divot. Like, again, it's the way I'm watching Jeff ride. It looks like it's... I don't know. Does it go down in the middle, or is that just an optical illusion I'm seeing from the way Jeff's riding it?
So yeah, when you take it on the inside down there, it's definitely like a more of a pinch point. Like it's a really sharp turn, and you take it higher, it's not as much of a swoop, because like when you go into it with speed, you're kind of out your one wheel, so you're asking for a lot of torque in the like middle of that turn. So the lower you go, the more torque you're going to ask for coming out of it, and then the higher you go, it's like you hold your speed more, but you're riding the top of that wooden berm. So that berm though is the best berm I've ever ridden on a one wheel. It's so fun. It's so smooth. You can take it so fast.
You actually have to take it fast.
Yeah,
you can't go slow on it.
Yeah, it's like it's so smooth.
How big? It looks mammoth. Like, it looks huge on video. So how big, like, can you give me, like, in feet, you think how big that thing is?
So the run-up of the turn, like, to the middle of the turn, that's probably about 20 to 25 feet. And then the width of the berm in the very middle is probably a good, like, 6 or 7 feet. And then the end section from the middle of the berm to the end is probably like in between 15 and 20 feet, and then it hits the dirt. So it's a pretty big berm. It's pretty good. You can hit it with a lot of speed and pretty fun.
It like shoots you around, like you like. Boom.
I mean, you guys are like some of the other videos I've seen. You guys are sending it around. It looks sweet. I can't wait to see the footage from the race day. How they're going to film that. I hope it's lit well from the sun, so we don't have shadows we're dealing with. We get to see you guys just mob that.
Yeah, that would be.
Now,
I wish I could like organize it and like put it in my pocket to go.
take it home. I mean, that is a bit. So you're saying roughly it's 40 feet long. I mean, that's a huge berm, 6 feet high.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty long. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like totally 6 feet high. The width of it is 6 feet, so the top end probably comes at like 4 to 5 ish feet. But it's also going off the edge of the mountain a bit. So if you were to look over, back side of the berm, it's probably like more like 10 feet.
Oh
So,
my
like, don't fall.
Yeah, so you're saying if you overshoot it and
Oh,
you go
boy.
off the other side, there's consequences.
Yeah,
No,
definitely. But
that'd be
pretty
hard.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to overshoot that berm. But the next one where the Ranger Danger was, I've been calling it the bridge. It's a pretty big like bridge. That one you could probably overshoot the entrance of. It's hard to tell, but like yeah.
See if I can. I'm trying to see if I can show y'all. Oh, I can't flip my camera, but it is like right.
Oh, we see it.
Yeah, like, right there.
That's awesome.
Right there. I don't know where. So it
Yeah.
comes on and it's pretty flat coming on. So the Ranger Danger, it went up really.
Right.
Like peaked down. It was really like a pyramid. So this one, it comes on pretty flat and then starts to berm just a bit to back into the mountain, and then it drops down. And that's where Allie was saying, like, that steep isn't too steep. You can really like gun it on that whole bridge section. It's really flat. It's not bouncy. It feels like you're trying to accelerate in the street pretty much. So that whole bridge is like a gun it section. Just push it as fast as you can, jump off of it, get your footing, and then keep ripping. So,
Yeah.
And then they built another section after that. So after the Ranger Danger last year, we would go and there's like a bush we had to turn around to get to the switchbacks. Now they built a berm before that, like a dirt berm,
Okay.
and it's a really tight turn, hairpin turn, and you have to so you're getting your speed off of that new bridge that's built, and then you kind of have to slow down for. Oh, we got years.
through the glass.
Through the glass. So now instead of going all the way and like taking a big turn, it's like a hairpin turn, and you have to cut it and then go to the switchbacks and head down to the finish line.
Man.
Wow.
That's where I seen the videos where there's bales of hay just down past that berm. Is that correct?
Yeah, like right almost if you overshoot that berm, you're gonna launch right into those hay bales, and they're gonna stop you from not going down.
Wow.
They thought of it all. They really have. Okay, let's go back to that stump section. There's 3. They're not all created equal.
They're not.
So the right, very, very far right is definitely going to be the smoothest. Like you can kind of just like ride over it. And then from there, the middle one, to me, I like climb up, and then you have to. It's more steep, like drop down, and kind of like shoots you down. And the other one is just kind of weird to me. Like you kind of have to like, lift your body a couple times, and then like maneuver around it a little better, a little more. It's harder to maneuver around than the others to me.
So if it's a tight race, first person's going to choose the best, and then you just get default. The fourth person's got to come behind. I mean, that's going to be a choke point of the race, don't you think?
Oh yeah, people are gonna be eating it there.
I think it'd be a fall section. I don't know about a choke point because there are the 3 lines. So I think a lot of the riders here have been practicing all 3 of the lines. So I don't know. I think it might be an interesting section because definitely whoever's in front is going to take that right line, and then whoever is behind, if they're close, they're going to try and take a second line, not the same one, to see if they can pass. So I don't know. It's going to be. I really like that feature. It's like throws off the game of high speed racing and throws in like that technical like speed.
Yeah.
What are the rules if you do fall on that?
If you fall, wherever you fall, you have to grab your board and then walk to the end of the feature. There will be hay bales on the sides, so you can't just ride off. And then you got to jump over the hay bale, put your board down, and then keep riding.
Oh, so if you fall in that section, it's not you have to do it. You just get to run forward, go over. Okay.
But is there strategy there?
Attempt.
You have to
Yeah,
attempt.
there's been talking about what if I just full send my board through the trees and it just launches and I just run and grab it and then get back on? And I was like, you mean you could totally do that? There's nothing like everything they've said that fits the rules, but like if you think that's faster, then that's faster for you. I don't think that would be faster. I've been telling them like I don't think you can hit it with smooth and consistency, and that's going to be the fastest way to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would agree.
You can't control your one wheel. Your one wheel smacks the ground and it does whatever it wants. No
Right.
way. No way. I do like that you have a little bit of everything. You have the speed, you have the technical part, you have the trail side of things with the dirt berms. This can be, it looks like, in my opinion, from video and pictures, one of the best courses that One Wheel has put together for the racing league. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I don't like last year or the place they did 2021. I didn't care for that race very much. And then last year's race I really enjoyed. And this year is way better than last year to me.
Yeah, this is probably the most, like, the funnest course I've ever ridden on one. It's fun just to cruise through, like all the features and berms. Like, it's just super fun. They did a really good job, I think, this year of this race. It's gonna be.
It's almost like they listened. I mean, like as we talked at the Riders Summit and things, they've done a lot of things, even down to the jerseys. Let's talk about those. Yeah. Your racing jerseys. One, they're all different colors. Two, all your sleeves have your, if I understood it correctly, they're individual brands that you are riding with. Is that correct?
That's correct. To an extent, they definitely filled a lot of it up with like One Wheel branding on that also to mix it in, And we did get a couple of sponsors on the sleeve, which is pretty cool for sure. I'd love to be repping, like my own jersey out there for sure, but I love that they got the different colorways for each person so that we can actually tell who's who.
Yes.
Yeah, that helps the viewer.
Our names has some numbers on the back, so that's what's up. That's really cool. They definitely listened on that point.
You know what my kids wish is that they could buy your jerseys. Like, I don't know if there's a market for it, but my kids all saw that all of the racers have individual names and numbers. They're like, I want to buy some of my favorite racers' jerseys. That would have been sweet. Right?
I'm sure there's a market for that.
I mean, I know in our house we would have bought at least 7 jerseys of different people's because they were like, I want this racers, I want this racers. So, Allie, our girls wanted to rep yours in Mercedes, and who else were they going for? Rachel Payne.
I mean,
yeah,
we got lots of you friends.
What number's on the back of your guys's?
I got. I asked for 00, which I got.
Nice.
19, baby, number.
Okay.
There you go.
You even got to pick your own number. That's sweet.
Cool.
For the most part, they told you to give them 3 options, and some people didn't even get the number they wanted or anything they asked for. But I think they tried to figure it out.
Maybe they went in like order of like where you ranked. Like number 1 gets their first, and go from that way, and then, who knows how they figured it out. Can't please everybody.
Yeah, I asked for like digit numbers, and they didn't like that one, so I had to throw a double digit in there. I was like, I guess they don't do triple digits.
Most jerseys don't have 3 numbers on them. So
I have one jersey that from One Wheel Flyers, they put 333 on the back for me. So
There you go.
Yeah.
there you go. And then what colors are your guys' jerseys?
I'm light blue.
Okay.
I got a brown jersey.
And did you pick the colors of the?
Say that, but it looks cool.
I got a brown jersey. What do you say?
It's just brown.
That's it.
It looks really earthy.
Brown and highlighter yellow. That's
And
what
it looked. Allie's trying to say it's way better than that. Okay, we said we'd keep it to about 30 minutes. Have we missed anything that we should have asked that we don't know to ask about Race for the Rails and how your weekend's going? We are rooting you on for Minnesota.
I have one more race question.
Okay.
Some of the other pros that we've gotten to talk to, one of the wishes that they had was to be able to have like more passing area. Do you feel like this course there's more passable, or is it if somebody's in front, you got to hope that they fall?
There honestly isn't too many passing in my opinion. It's the same course pretty much. They just added different features. So there are sections you can pass. Like before when you first start, that's a big section. You're aiming for the single track.
Mm-hmm.
After the single track, you can pass. There's the logs. That is the fastest section from the logs to the berm that kind of around. That is the fastest section in my opinion. There you could pass there, and you can pass after that you can kind of pass. The rest is just there was passing last year on the berms, so it's possible.
Yeah.
I would say there's optimal like areas for passing for sure. There's only like I would say a quarter of the whole track is a single track that you can't pass, that you're going to have to just follow whoever's in front of you or hold that lead.
Or hold that lead.
Hold the lead.
Well, you guys, we're rooting you on from here. We will be watching. We are bummed to not be out there. We will get there next year. We have a little one that's in a full body cast. Can't travel with him, and hard to leave Holly to go, hey, you deal with one of the kids in a full body cast. So,
How is he doing, by the way? I was curious.
you know what?
He is amazing.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He has
he's
the best attitude, dealing with it like a champ.
For a guy that can't move, he's figuring out how to walk, and it's not walking by any stretch of the imagination. He's dragging a leg now, but
looks
that
like a
just tells
pirate.
you
He's
it's-
willing to figure it out.
Yeah, and the pain's decreased. The rough part out of it all was he was hurting, and there was nothing you could do for him. Right? There's just nothing. It was like, well, you got to just keep healing. So, we're very so.
That's a challenge for the body, for yourself. You know, it teaches you patience and everything. So hopefully he's coming out stronger. That's what's up.
I
Yeah.
think he will.
That was the cards he was dealt.
Yes, that was taking the line from you guys. But thank you so much for taking time. I know you guys are super busy. Your first heat, that's the goal. Get out of that one with the first or second, right? Let's take it heat by heat. Let's get you out of that first heat. Get the jitters out of the way. Get the heat 2, and let's get you to the championship.
Let's go.
We got it.
We're rooting for you guys.
Okay, go enjoy your lunch.
Thanks for taking the time, guys.
You guys are awesome.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
guys.
Love you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man, those are some
They're
good
so
humans right
fun.
there.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Okay, we're talking about brackets. Let's get into the brackets as they're going to go eat lunch and stuff. We're going to put up the women's first. They go Friday, 6 Central. You can tune in to Onewheel's YouTube channel for the live coverage of it. It's going to be amazing. Here are the heats, okay? So they're all this is the top 12 you're seeing first, okay? And then what they're doing is taking like if you see all the way over there in the 12th spot, then they take number 12 and put them against number 1. So let's go to now the heats for the women's
send
heat.
your
Here
bracket
are
in?
the breakdown of the heats first round in the races. Ladies at the tech table, do we have that? There we go.
There it is.
So if you can see that on your screen, I'm going to pull it up on my phone because it's small on the other. Heat 1 is Mercedes, K-Love, Sarah Meeker, and Rachel Cecil. Now, you can go onto Instagram, go to Onewheel's Instagram. You can click and go fill out a bracket, and they're offering up $1,000 in cash for those that would get a correct bracket all the way to the end.
Gift card.
Very, very hard to do. So that's heat 1. Let's just take it heat by heat here, ladies. Let's take who do you have coming out of heat 1 between Mercedes, K-Love, Sarah, and Rachel? What's your pick?
I got Mercedes.
But you got to take two. Two of them are moving
Oh,
on.
you want both of them?
Yeah. Who you have top 2?
I did Mercedes and Rachel.
Okay. How about you, Lil?
Same.
That's
Now,
yes.
the only Caleb has been like some of the features, like her at Dirt Surfers and stuff. I don't know where Rachel's at on features. Rachel's fast, but I don't know where Rachel's at on features.
That's fair.
So it's been a little bit like,
What do you know?
It's so
Okay,
hard.
so I'm agreeing with I'm agreeing. I do think a Sarah is a dark horse in this. Like she's rises.
not afraid of anything.
Right,
Sarah
right.
Meeker's not afraid of anything.
She's not afraid of anything. But if I'm picking a bracket, and again, it's hard because I know all of the people. I'm just saying that my bracket would go Mercedes and Rachel Cecil. I think if any one of those fall, I think Sarah's going to be right there in the mix. Okay, let's go to heat number 2 of the women. You have, and I always struggle with her name.
Raquel.
Raquel. I always want to say Ree. That's
No,
ridiculous.
Raquel.
Raquel, which I saw some footage of her riding the other day. Wow.
I think she's got something to prove.
Oh, she does. Coming back from having a baby a couple years ago. So you have her, Rachel Payne, Alicia, and then Heather. I'm going Raquel and Rachel Payne are coming out of their top 2.
We're all going to be the same.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I don't know Alicia or Heather very well,
Neither do I.
so
That's
by
why I'm
default,
choosing
I
who
gotta
choose.
go for Rachel Payne's, like the way she's been training. She looks good. She's gonna do great. So, and I think Raquel's got something to prove. So that's the other reason to pick the two of those.
Okay, and then the last one, this one would be where it would be interesting. Here is heat number 5 or heat number 3 with the women. You have Allison, who we just interviewed, Gabby, you have Brenda, and Joanna. Now, some of the issues for me, at least, is I don't recall seeing Brenda race. I've not
She
personally
was
seen.
at Dirt Surfers. All of these ladies were at Dirt Surfers.
Oh, as you say that, yeah.
Yeah. Brenda's the one with in the custom shaping video with the pit vipers on.
Yes.
She is awesome.
Yes. Now that you say that, yes. I'm totally. Allison's coming out with in the top 2 there. Gabby Soto, she's a young one. She's a competitor for sure. She's young. It'd be really cool to see some young blood come out of this.
Her ranking is really good. Like where she's at now, some of it is some of these other people didn't maybe race as much or whatever, but regardless, she's coming in at number 5, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yep, she's ranked 5. Oh boy, that's a tough bracket. I think I'm going with Joanna.
I was gonna say Joanna. I think
Stop copying.
They're besties.
Who's besties?
Allie and Joanna.
Ooh, then I don't know that.
I mean, like, bestie might be a strong word, but
They know each other.
They post together a lot.
Okay.
I think I don't know.
What are you going with, Lil?
I think can I see the bracket again?
Allie,
For
Gabby,
sure,
Brenda.
Allie. I'll go Allie and Gabby. Change it up.
Okay.
Change it up.
Now, here's again. You can fill out your bracket. Go to Onewheel on IG. Click the link there. You can go to Onewheel. It's on onewheel.com somewhere. I can't really tell you how to get there. But if you just go to IG, you'll get the link and be able to fill it out, and you can compete for $1,000. Okay, now we're gonna go to the men's. Now this is gonna get a little bit more sticky.
I'm out.
Nope. Yeah, you're in. And again, we love all of these people. We haven't had time to get everybody in. We got one more podcast I believe we're filming tomorrow with the 12th ranked guy.
Jonathan Ortiz.
Yep, tomorrow.
All right.
So
I gave him a follow on Instagram today.
There you go.
So
Boom.
there you have it.
So he's brand new. He has never raced at the Race for the Rails. He's raced at other places, but this is his first time, so we're going to get his thoughts as he's coming in. Brand new. He's a freshie, and so we're going to see how he stacks up to it. Here we go. Heat number 1. And you can see the difficulty if you're a fan around here. Heat number 1 is Jafari, Luke Austin, Dave Stewart, and Les Carroll.
I thought you were gonna say legend.
Whew.
It's like, well,
That's
Yeah.
tough. You got to pick 2. So now you got to go who's going to just have a good day. Who's just going to have a good day? Dave Stewart, that dude's fast. I saw him at Dirt Surfers run into a tree. I didn't actually see him at the tree, but he ran into a tree, broke his helmet, and dude raced like nobody else's business.
Yeah.
He's the grandfather of one-wheel racing. Man,
that's really hard.
I would I wouldn't be opposed as much as I want to see a couple win the men and the women's.
To have Dave take it again.
Have Dave take I'd support that too.
Amazing.
That'd be sweet. The dude's fast.
How do they make the brackets? Is it based on standings?
Yeah, so like in most brackets, you take the top and the bottom and you begin to mesh them back and forth.
Right.
So that's how you have number 1 spot versus the 16th spot is
If
up
you
in
look,
the same
you have
heat.
the top 4 are split. They're the top of
I
each
see-
bracket.
I see
and
the
then they go
numbers.
to the bottom and put the bottom of
Right.
the bottom of each
Got
of those
it.
brackets. And then it ends up.
Okay, so Jafari's been racing almost every event, I believe, for the most part. Luke Austin raced up to Dirt Surfers, and then that was it. He was out. Then we have Dave Stewart, who's raced like always riding. He's hanging out there with the Silvas. This is a tough one, Lil. I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going with Jafari and Luke. Just because I think that's what's going to happen.
Wow, yeah, that's a good prediction. I'm going with Dave Stewart, and Jafari.
Cool.
And I think Luke Austin's there when one of them falls.
For sure will be. If one of them falls.
If one
You
of them
said
falls.
When.
Oh,
If.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
if.
Okay, good call.
Okay, so the next we have
Austin
Austin Silva,
Yep.
Noah Mead, Gerard, and Thor.
Thor last year was the one that always wore red pants when he raced. No, he wasn't. Sorry, that
I
was...
think Thor is the new one, no?
No,
He's not
no.
new? Okay.
No.
Which one's new? Gerard?
No. So okay, I'm going Luke. I'm
Don't
going Austin. Oh, Noah Mead. He rides,
He's a little reckless,
but he can ride.
but he can ride. Like, definitely not as calculated as Austin.
No, but he can handle his board.
Yeah.
Thor is coming from a dirt bike background, I believe, or dirt bike background. So is Austin, so that could put him neck and neck. I think Thor beat Austin one of the races last year out of nowhere. Man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Austin, and then I'm going Noah.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, and then the last bracket.
Nope, 2 more.
Oh yeah, sorry, there's 16.
We got Brendan, Tyler, Samuel, and Jonathan. This one's a bit harder for me. But I think I know who I'm picking.
I'm going Tyler James because he's a stock boy. He's the one of all these athletes that's riding stock the most.
Yeah.
So I don't have this information. Like, this is not insider information, but he works for Onewheel, so I'm assuming he's gotten to ride some of the tires before other people will. And so I got to assume he's got a little bit edge, but I don't know. I'm not trying to create some kind of controversy. I'm just trying to...
It's a safe assumption.
I'm going
in my
Tyler
opinion.
James, and I'm going with... Brendan.
Brendan. That's what I was going to say.
So far, what I've done is taken the top 2 of each bracket.
I mean, I would like to see Samuel Lara. What's his name? Everyone knows him by?
Oh,
Send It Sam.
Send It Sam.
Much better name than your full name, by the way.
What?
Like, it just is. It's more catchy.
You just trashed his name.
Like, it's just more catchy and
That's
memorable.
like somebody saying...
I like Send It Sam. I think it's super catchy.
Somebody's like saying your nickname's way better than your actual name.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
All of my nicknames are better than my full name. Anyways, I would like to see you...
He's a young pup.
If you're watching, get past it. So, like, let's go. But my prediction is Brendan and Tyler. And these predictions have been pretty safe because it's like for the most part, we're choosing the top 2 rank in each bracket, which is easy to do because they have the credentials. They have the clout. So,
okay.
prove us wrong.
Here is the last bracket. Now, I think this could be the hardest bracket of them all. You have Jeff, Finn, Neil, and Kyle.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough because it's pretty much the same course, obviously with new features. And that's what Allie said. She said it's pretty much the same course. She just said that.
Yeah.
I mean, the new features do change it.
Boulders, I almost said, but it's like a
The
rock
tree
garden, but they
trunks?
made out of
It's
tree
tree
trunks. That's what
trunks.
it is. It's a rock garden with tree trunks.
Yeah, I think I'll go first. I'm going to go Jeff and Kyle.
You're going Jeff and Kyle.
Yeah. I'm tempted to throw Neil in there, but I
This one I can't decide on because I just can't. Neil Bennett, like Kyle Hansen, and Jeff. I'm gonna say if I had to write it down, that's the problem. When you go to fill your bracket, you can't just leave it blank. So I'm going on former champ coming out with a win for sure here. So Kyle's in. Now it's down to all I know to do is I got my Bodie coin here. I'm gonna have to flip for Jeff and Neil. I'm flipping for it. Bodie's face is Jeff. Neil is the other side. Jeff is in. Bodie's
there
face.
You have it. There you have
I
it.
don't like it, but there it is.
Okay.
Okay, we've helped you with your
What's
first
done
heat.
is done.
What is done is done. Go finish your brackets. It's going to be a lot of fun to follow the races along this week.
I'm very excited.
We have a big party going on in the house this Friday.
Huge party. We got a watch party. We got a watch party with people who are new to Onewheel. So we're about to make some converts out of them.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We've got people who've never watched going to be here. Then we have our crew, Lily's crew, coming in.
My crew. Me and my husband.
Yeah, you're a crew now. That's how it starts.
We're going to be a crew when we get a dog.
No.
No, we are a family. It's true.
Right, you're a family
I
now.
have 2 cats, so.
Yeah. The dog just adds to the...
Yeah, I was thinking the other day about how much increase I've had in my life in the past month.
Yeah.
And a half,
Well,
2
so is he. Your husband now owns plants.
and a loud voice. Not much increase otherwise.
Yeah, but plants are stressful.
He's so lucky.
No.
I just repotted some of those plants. I'm the one who takes care of them.
You're acting like he got the better end of the deal.
I was being facetious when I said he's so lucky. Because I literally bring plants in a loud voice to the table where I got a house, 2 cats. That's pretty much. I don't know. That's not pretty much it. It's just like.
No, but you also bring in a lot of opinions.
For sure. I'm a very opinionated lady.
And that's all right. We like your opinions, but he also used to be able to just put his stuff wherever he wants.
Yeah.
And now you're going, that just doesn't make sense. I would like
everything
to
does have a place. It's true.
Yeah. So, like, have you changed, like, where the silverware goes?
No.
You haven't? Do you like where it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holly always looks at kitchens and thinks, "Oh no, that makes sense that the silverware goes here."
She should come into our kitchen and I should say, "Tell me where you think the silverware is," and if she picks right, then I'll be fun because that means that I did well.
Then you did.
She taught me well, except for I didn't do it because it was already there. Anyways, moving on.
Lily is in the wanting to get a puppy. Okay, the other thing you guys can do if you're a One Wheel fan of the pros, you can go to, I believe it's Float Fest. I saw it all morning today. Now I can't remember.
Float Life Fest?
Well, you're voting for the one-wheelers, okay? You're voting for...
Oh, yeah. They've been posting that on their stories. Like,
yes.
Vote for me if you want to.
Right. And so...
For most... It's kind of like an MVP deal.
Yeah. Female Rider of the Year. Go to floatfest.com and vote. You have the nominees for the women are K-Love, Sarah Meeker... Raquel McCoster, Rachel Payne, Allison, and I cannot see because she has circled her name.
Why are not all of them racing? Oh, I guess
no, but this is...
There's multiple things you can vote for.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, and it's not just Race for the Rail.
Right, I think it's for the whole year kind of deal is how they're treating it, but you can go there and they have a male section as well. I was just on Allie's Instagram feed there to be able to find that. Go there, vote for the Rider of the Year. It's kind of like the ESPYs do every year on ESPN, Lil. They do these giveaways and best riders or best athlete.
But how do they choose who's in there? Like Austin Silva is not in here.
He isn't on the men?
No. It's Nico, Kyle, Brennan Jafari, Luke, Chris Farrett, Noah Mead, and Jeff Adair.
I don't know the criteria. Is there not a listing of criteria? That is a fair question.
It doesn't say.
If anyone is listening and you're in the chat, you could help us out by telling us how they choose the contestants for that. That's a fair question. Mm-hmm. Also, on that other news, one wheel related side of things, we just brushed by it, but the goat tire is in the wild now. Kyle Hansen's got one.
He says he loves it.
Yeah, not knowing if he's gonna. It would be hard to turn down $1,500 unless you knew your setup was gonna guarantee you a win. We've not talked to anyone, right, Lily, yet that has said I'm riding my own tire and stuff.
No, but like we haven't explicitly asked everyone. Like we didn't ask Allie and Kyle explicitly, what are you riding? We did ask.
We asked a few. I just feel like some of that is a bit. It's game day strategy. You're not going to say everything. I mean,
yeah, you're not.
Like you're going to say some things, but not all things, because you still got to have a little bit of an edge in it. There are some advantages to tires and foot pads and things of that nature. So it's going to be great. I wonder who they're going to have do the commentary for the games.
I saw something about Bodie doing his own live stream.
Is he?
Yeah, it's a comment on the One Wheel, like on the Race for the Rail thing.
From Bodie.
I don't know. No, it's like a random person saying can't wait for the Bodie live stream. So I don't really know what that is.
Yeah, we thought about doing that, and then I was like, I really want to watch the race.
Yeah.
So.
But Bodie might be there.
That makes sense to me, actually, to have Bodie there doing it with Jack.
It looks like Chrissy Miller in the chat says Float Life Fest had an open window for people to nominate those people you see to vote for now. So there were nominations.
There you go. We missed that nomination.
I did miss that.
I would have nominated you, Lily, for sure.
Thanks.
Yep.
I would have nominated you too.
I felt like it took too long for you to get there, so I don't believe
Yeah, it felt like the right thing to say.
Yeah, but it didn't. It felt forced. It did. It didn't feel so. It wasn't like, next time quicker, and I won't feel that way. You know.
So tomorrow we're with Jonathan Ortiz. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, we got to confirm that he gets on the ground today.
He's a rookie.
Rookie.
So it'll be fun to hear
his thoughts.
A rookie's thoughts going into the race 2 days before. So make sure you tune in for that. Any clue on time? We don't know at all.
Not yet.
So just all day be on our YouTube channel.
I appreciate everybody hopping on and watching these videos as they're dropping, because we are catering to the racers and not to our schedule. Right, what works for them. It's cool to jump on there with them for a few seconds and just hear their thoughts. So thank you, everybody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have One Wheel content dropping all the time. We are currently working on a new location, new studio, and we keep pushing. It's like we thought we'd be in it by now. It doesn't look like that's happening. Well,
it's just a big project.
It is a ginormous project, but when it's done, it's going to be sweet. We do have Mother Nature now kind of reminding us we better step on it, because we don't want to be in here when it's cold. So that's going to happen, which is going to be sweet. Will allow us to be a lot more consistent in what we're doing here, because we will be able to upload and go live and edit and all those kind of stuff. So we're pretty stoked on it. So we will see all of you on the next live podcast when we know the time. We'll Instagram it. So follow either one of us on Instagram, and then you'll find that out. Tune in for the women's race on Friday and men on Saturday. It's going to be a great weekend of one wheel racing. And it's going to be really cool to see who becomes the champ, the overall race for the rail winner.
So excited.
Can't wait to see what they win. Like, besides $10,000, I want to see what the trophy is.
Yeah, a tank.
I'm more excited about the trophy.
Yeah, you always are.
Yeah, because I just think, how sweet it is. Lily put in the comments how you can follow us, which is just simply our names. Which, you got to remember, Lily is no longer a wiener. She's an Arnold.
Yep. I went from W to A.
Yeah, what an upgrade. Have you been in anything yet that you've been like, ooh, that was... Like, like when you're in high school, it really matters. When you're an adult, it doesn't matter.
I don't line up much anymore in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
No.
But that's the only where you'd really...
No, I just like when someone asks what my name is. Like, for an official type of thing, I like saying it. Or writing it down. Is
it because it's brand new, or is it because you don't have to say the word wiener in front of a stranger?
It's because it's brand new. I mean, I had 28 years of becoming accustomed to wiener, so.
So did you always say Lily Wiener and then pause to let them have a moment to
process?
I
always anticipated a reaction. I learned to always anticipate a reaction. It's good life advice. And if it doesn't come, then that's fine. But if it does, at least you anticipated it.
Yeah, that would be a hard... I mean, every time I say it, I pause. When I used to say Lily Wiener, I'd be like... And now I have to bring it up every time because I miss the enjoyment of just saying it and then just chuckling. That your last name. You should actually, to keep it going, you should probably, when you get a dog, name it Wiener.
I don't think that will happen, but you never know.
Why, do you have a name picked out for the dog?
Yeah, we have a name.
What's that, Charles?
No, it's Jocko.
Jocko.
For sure.
Jocko the Wiener.
No, it'll be a black lab named Jocko.
Can we not get Jocko the Wiener?
It might not be a black lab, like circumstances could change, but... What? I'm not getting a wiener dog.
No. I'm not saying get a wiener dog.
Jocko the Wiener?
Yeah.
You can call him that.
No. Like, make it official. Like, let's make it happen. Jocko the Wiener.
Jordan will not like this.
Why?
Because Jocko, this dog is going to be named after a very tough, inspirational human being, and the wiener does not do him justice.
You're saying...
And if we ever meet Jocko, I will not be able to tell him we named our dog after you, because the wiener is lame.
I mean, I do get to play on words. Jocko the Wiener would make like we're trying to say Jocko's a wiener, but we're not. We're just trying to give a homage to
my last name.
Yeah,
we can give homage in other ways.
Like a cat.
I have a sign that says Wiener Ranch, so I'll just hang that up.
I don't think I like that one.
It's sweet. It's a cool sign.
But I like how you're saying you might change, the circumstances might change.
Well, I'm just not gonna I feel like I can absolutely say at some point in our lives we'll name a pet Jocko.
Yeah.
Because you could get a goldfish, you know?
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can't know for sure that you're going to get a black lab, specifically male, you know? Like, you can't.
You control that.
I guess so.
It's
But,
not
like,
like
what if we meet the perfect German Shepherd and just decide to have that one instead?
I just feel like if you're going out and going to get a black lab, that's what you're going to get.
But I don't know. I just don't speak
I
in
like how you
such absolutes all the
Oh
time.
my goodness.
I try not to.
You do all the time.
No,
That's an absolute. No.
it is true. I try not to.
You try not to. Okay. Fair enough.
'Kay.
Okay, but you are in complete control of going to get a black lab and then naming it Jocko. It's not like on your way.
I know. I don't disagree with you. I know,
Okay.
but we don't have any plans right now, like full, straight up plans to get one.
You've talked about it every day in the office.
We're
so
probably
I feel
gonna
like,
get one in the next 6 months.
I feel like it's gonna happen. I could
6
see one
to
crawling
8
out of your stocking at Christmas.
That would be so cute. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
So pretty much today I successfully helped 2 people along in their life, Kyle and Allie, on their potential being married.
yeah, that was. I almost thought Kyle was being serious in that moment.
Same with the tank.
Yeah, Kyle, you're a jokester, man.
He's so
Such a
good at what he does. He
jokester.
makes it believable.
Yeah, he is
And then I just helped you with,
Yeah.
or Jordan with a Christmas gift.
for sure.
You're welcome, all of you couples. I'm just here to make your life better.
Way to go.
Yep, I'm a hero amongst non-heroes. Okay, everybody. I hope you have a fabulous evening, afternoon. Get out there, ride a One Wheel. Go check out all the content from One Wheel. We can't wait for that custom platform to come our way so we can test it all out. Thanks, One Wheel, for putting out some great content. Have a fabulous evening, everybody. Adios.
Bye.